the incomparable Charlie Chan. We proudly present the incomparable Charlie Chan in a new, exciting series. Join this famous detective as he combines the wisdom of the East and the science of the West in a dramatic chapter from The Adventures of Charlie Chan.
Charlie Chan humbly bids you good evening and extends warm welcome. Ancient proverb proclaims, mistakes like weeds will grow in any soil. Tonight, we meet mistakes that almost ended in murder. Listen, please. Thank you.
Tonight's adventure, The Escaped Musician. It is midnight. In a small white house in a quiet San Francisco neighborhood, Mrs. Benny Post, slender and youthful despite her 40 years, sits at a cottage piano and plays quietly, while she watches the clock on the wall with anxious eyes.
Oh, that's Ronnie. All right, dear, I'm coming. Don't be in such a hurry. My goodness, Oh.
Mrs. Benny Post.
Yes?
You will permit this person to intrude, please. Our Inspector Charlie Chan of police.
Police?
Outside, number 1 son.
But I don't... Oh, come in, please.
Many thanks. Mr. Ronnie Post, your son, Mrs. Post.
Yes?
Come at home.
Why, no, he's... But I really don't understand, Inspector. Why this visit? We're a musical family. We don't usually have anything to do with it.
Pardon interruption. Most urgent mission. Where is he?
Why, he's at a school on the south side, giving a recital. He's first violin with an amateur quartet. But I must insist on an explanation, Inspector.
This most unfortunate situation, Mrs. Post. Your son not at recital tonight.
What? But why? What happened to him? What?
Your son involved in serious crime.
No.
Burglary.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Burglary which culminated in murder.
You're joking, of course.
So sorry.
But Ronnie is a musician, a violinist. Why, this is absurd. Burglary, murder.
Was almost apprehended. Was shot by office watchman.
Shot? You mean he was hurt?
So sorry, yes. This inept brain thought your son might have returned home because of injury.
No. No, he's not home. He's... Ronnie hurt. Oh, I'm all mixed up.
Gently, Mrs. Post. Gently, please. Was not aware news would come as shock. Must in situ permit number 1 son himself wait homecoming of son in this house.
Ronnie hurt. Oh, no wonder he was late. I never knew. Can you wake me, Mrs. Post? Why, yes. Yes, come into Ronnie's bedroom. I don't want him to see you when he gets here. In here, Inspector.
Many thanks.
I'll leave you in here. You've just got to give me a moment alone. I've got to pull myself together. This has been such a shock. Say, Pop.
Wait. Try door, son.
It's locked. She's locked us in.
Very good. Exercise ears, please. Listen.
The front door's opening. She's going out.
Yes. Brave woman has locked up police and rushed to aid of injured son.
You expected this, Pop?
Yes. Was the reason for brutal disclosure of news. Urgent to locate Mr. Ronnie Post at once. Mother knows where son would hide in time of trouble. Would not tell us, but will lead us to vicinity. Apply skeleton key and lock.
Right.
Truly it is written, strongest soldier does not fight so hard as weakest mother.
Benny Post runs wildly down a foggy street. through a back alley, and then across a vacant lot filled with rusting tins and garbage. She gathers her shawl closer around her shoulders and approaches a small shack hidden in a corner.
Ronnie. Ronnie, dear, it's Mother. Ronnie, darling, it's Mother. Ronnie.
Mum.
I knew you'd be here. You always came here to hide when you were a boy. Oh, darling, darling.
Gee, Mum. Easy there. My hand's hurt.
Your hand? Well, let me see.
Yes, I've got a handkerchief round it.
Well, take it off. I'll use my slip. You've got to tell me what happened. What happened, Ronnie? In heaven's name.
Mum, I've been lying to you about playing with that quartet. You remember Pete Walsh, a fellow I used to know?
Quick, Ronnie.
Well, that money I brought home, Pete gave it to me. He tricked me into a racket, Mummy. Honest. Last year he said he'd give me $30 to stand on a street corner and play the violin at night.
Don't lie to me, Ronnie.
Truth, Mum, honest. He said it was a joke. And then I found out he was using me for a lookout while he was robbing an office inside the building.
Oh, Ronnie.
I was an accomplice. I couldn't get out of it. He held it over me. He made me work there 7 times. Then this happened. He must have got caught. There was a fight, and I got mixed up in it. Oh, Mum, what am I going to do?
You will follow instructions of this person, Mr. Post.
Who's that?
This is Charlie Chan of police. Forgive trick, Mrs. Post. Excused by urgent case.
But I...
Mr. Post, attention. Desperate situation demands honest answers. You were lookout for Pig Walsh.
Yes.
Walsh burglaring safe of publishing office.
Yes.
Caught by watchman.
Yes.
You assisted him in fight?
Yes.
Who stabbed watchman to death?
I don't know.
Ronnie.
I wish I did. Heaven's my witness. I don't know. I was mixed up. I couldn't...
Silence. What did Walsh want from safe?
Well, a list of names.
Oh, what?
He said a list of names. I thought he was lying. I couldn't...
Attention. Mr. Post, you are involved in burglary and murder. Will be possible for this person to save you.
What do I have to do?
Escape.
You mean from here?
Must leave San Francisco at once.
But that's ridiculous. He can't do that.
Is possible.
But you don't understand. My son's a violinist. His hand is hurt.
Have remarked injury to hand.
But he's got to get to a doctor. If anything should happen to his hand...
So sorry, Mrs. Post. Your son's life more important than career.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course it is.
This person can save life. Kindly make choice.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. Why
Do not pollute air with useless questions. Will you follow instructions, Mr. Post?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Very good. You must escape, Mr. Post. This person and son will assist you. You will leave this crumbling abode and proceed immediately to trolley line.
The trolley line? But why?
No questions, please. You will ride to end of line and dismount.
Yes, I've got that.
You will take Bay Ferry and cross to Alameda.
And after that?
You will proceed on foot along Alameda Highway due east.
On foot? But the boy is hurt.
You will proceed on foot, as I say. 10 miles east of Alameda, this person will meet you and provide you with refuge from official police until life can be saved.
But why? Why are you doing this? I didn't think the police would ever...
Have I not said no questions, please? This person has purpose in assisting escape of Mr. Post. Same revealed at later date. One warning, Mr. Post. Your life depends on precise accomplishment of instructions. If you depart but 1 inch from path, you are lost. Now go. Hello. This inauspicious voice of Inspector Chang speaking from payphone. Have instructions for you, Sergeant Brady. Must be followed immediately.
What are you going to do, Pop?
Silence. Sergeant Brady, regarding burglary and murder now under investigation. Crime involving theft of subscription list of War Veterans magazine.
Pop, do you mean to say they committed murder for a list of names?
This person interrupted by miserable son, Sergeant Brady, but continues with fortitude. Have discovered Mr. Ronnie Post, probable killer of watchmen, now trying to leave San Francisco.
Pop!
Have discovered the route taken. Trolley to Bay Ferry, then to Alameda, and a long highway due east.
Pop, are you crazy?
Close vacant mouth, please. Sergeant Brady, This person desires police and radio warnings broadcast to all persons along that route. Kindly use description of Mr. Post already provided. Cap, coat, wounded right hand, etc.
You can't do this, Pop.
Many thanks.
Pop, you can't double-cross Ronnie Post like this. You can't do it. You're the most honest man in the police.
Silence. Father and son have urgent mission to perform. Must drive at once to end of trolley line to meet Mr. Ronnie Post.
To double-cross him and turn him in?
No. To assist in escape of young man as planned.
Hey, Ronnie.
Who's that?
Me, Lee Chan. In this doorway. Get him, quick.
The men on the trolley start looking at me. Suspicious. Then we go to the end of the line. They started for me. I think they knew who I was. I don't know.
But neither do I.
I started to run.
You think they're after you?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it's a good thing Pop planted me here to watch out for you. Now, listen. I've got to get you to the ferry. I think... Wait a minute, you're right. Some people running down this way. Get back in the doorway. I'll cover for you. Pretend we're yarning. Well, anyway, you see, then I turned around and tried to...
I swear it was that fellow they're looking for.
I still don't know anything.
Didn't you see the bandage on his hand? And he looked sort of guilty. See the way he ran off. Hey! Hey, son! Son!
Yeah?
Did you see a fellow run past with a bandaged hand?
Oh, him? Yeah, what was the matter with him? Scared or something?
Oh, never mind that. Which way did he go?
Oh, to the left. Down the street.
Get up, boys, to the left down the street. Come on, let's go.
All right, Ronnie. Come on. We go right to the ferry. I'll get you out the way Pop wants, but I wish I knew why he's doing this the hard way.
In a few moments, Charlie Chan continues the case of the escaped musician. But meanwhile, here is your announcer. And now back to the incomparable Charlie Chan. Ronnie Post, a young man in Bartle killing, is for some reason being assisted in making his escape by Charlie Chan. Now, aboard the Bay Ferry on San Francisco Harbor...
Ronnie.
Oh, Mom. What are you doing here?
I had to come, son. I couldn't let you go on alone.
Well, you shouldn't have done it, Mom. You should not.
Keep your voice low.
How'd you get on the ferry?
I waited at the dock for you. Then I followed you up to the deck. Oh, Ronnie, dear.
Wait a minute, Mom. Those people are watching us. Come down here. Now, that's better. No one can see us here.
Listen, dear. You're in terrible trouble.
Well, I know it.
I don't understand how he could have done it.
Don't cry, Mom. How could who have done what?
He looked so honest, so sincere.
What are you talking about?
Inspector Chan. He's let us down, Ronnie. He was lying all the time.
What has he done?
He's using you for a scapegoat. He made you run away.
Oh, it's not right. I don't believe it.
It's true.
But why? Why?
He wants to prove you guilty of that murder.
I'm not, Mom. I can't.
I know that, dear. I know you're innocent. But that man, why, he's got every radio station broadcasting about
Are you
you.
sure about this, Mom?
I heard it. They're telling everyone exactly where you're going.
No.
That's why I came here. They're just waiting to pounce on you, Ronnie.
Mom. How did I ever get mixed up in this now?
Now listen, dear. I've got a plan.
No, Mom, look. I don't want to drag you into this. Go back. Leave me here to fight this out alone.
I will not. We're going to fool that man. You'll get away after all.
But what are we going to do? They know where I'm going. There isn't a chance for me.
Yes, there is. First, you're going to give me your hat and coat.
No, Mom, please. Please don't do it.
It's all right. I know what I'm doing. I've brought a pair of slacks with me. I look enough like you in the dark to fool them.
You're going to change into my thing. You're going to make them think you're me.
Exactly. While I walk into Chan's trap, you're going to turn around and go back.
It won't work, Mom.
It'll give you time to get away for good.
No. I can't let you do it. I won't let you do it.
You can't stop me, dear. Give me your penknife.
Why do you want my knife?
Give it to me.
Well,
Now, They want a young man with a hurt hand. They're going to have one. It's the right hand, isn't it, Ronnie?
What are you doing? Stop it.
Too late. It's done now.
For the love of...
There we are. A real wound that'll fool anybody. All right, I've got a handkerchief for it. Oh, don't look at me like that, dear. It doesn't hurt. Believe me, it didn't hurt at all.
All right, Pop. Mission completed. I put Ronnie on the ferry.
Very good. Vessel now returning to dock from Alameda. We'll board same and follow, young man.
Pop, what are you up to? First, he's mixed up in a murder. Then you help him escape, even though he doesn't know if he's the killer. Then you double-cross him. Then I help him. Then...
Vessel now dock. Son will bring car on board. Explanations later.
Just tell me what you're after.
List of names stolen from safe.
Oh, for the love of... Hey, Pop, look.
Aye.
That's Ronnie Post getting off the ferry. He came back.
Mr. Post! Mr. Post! Quickly, son.
Just a minute, Mr. Post.
Hey, let go, Mike.
Why did you fail to obey instructions, please?
You double-crossed me. I heard the radio broadcast.
Ah. Who gave information, please?
No one. I heard the radio.
Where, please? You have never been near radio all night. Who told you of broadcast?
My mother.
Your lines were observed during entire flight by son himself. Did not speak to mother.
She was on the ferry, waiting for me.
Where is she now, please? Where are hat and cap? Ah, so. Your mother took your place, huh? That is why you returned. Your mother has substituted for you.
Yes.
Aye, this most alarming news.
What's the matter now, Pop?
Why did you and mother sail in trust of Charlie Chan, Mr. Post?
I don't understand.
You are number one in this deal. Come. Let's take ferry and follow mother at once. Foolish one. You have permitted mother to walk into trap of death.
Hey, Ronnie. That's you, isn't it? This is me, Big Walsh. Come over to the car, kid. Come on. Been all over the highway looking for you. Lucky I picked you up, huh? You're in a bad jam, Hey.
That's right, Mr. Walsh. It isn't Ronnie.
Don't move, lady. Just stay right here. I'm coming out. Who are you?
Ronnie's mother.
His old lady, eh? What's the idea?
That can wait, Mr. Walsh. So you're the low, rotten swine who did this to my Ronnie. You cheap, vicious crook.
Why, you...
Tricking my boy like that. Tricking him into turning thief, using him like that. A wonderful musician with everything in life before him. Turning him into a thief and a killer. You rotten hound.
So the kid talked about the job tonight, eh? I thought he might. That's why I was looking for him. I guess I'll have to keep on looking. After I take care of you...
Let me go.
Come on, lady. We're taking a little walk into the field and do a little business.
Let go of me. Let go.
So you double for the kid, eh? Hat and coat and even the bandage. You knew I was after him, eh? You knew I'd have to keep him quiet.
What?
So it looks as if I'll have to shut you up first, eh? You know too much. And you talk too much, too. The kid gets it from you. This is far enough. Turn around.
You're going to kill me?
What do you think? Turn around.
You rotten beast. You're the kind of card who shoots in the back, aren't you? You can't face eyes. You have to hide while you murder. You...
All right. In the face, then, lady. Just wait till the car goes by. You have 1 minute. What the? Hey, they crashed into my car. They cracked me up. Hey, you. What's the big idea? Don't you know how to keep a car on the road? I've got a good mind to...
To do what, Mr. Walsh?
Who's that?
This is Inspector Charlie Chan. Gently, Mr. Walsh. Do not attempt to use gun. Number one son stands on other side with large automatic. covering you.
It's a 45, Walsh. They taught me how to use one in the Army.
Ken.
Hastily arranged automobile accident gave son and self opportunity to enter this field and meet you, Mr. Walsh. Your former accomplice, Mr. Post, drove car.
Ronnie.
Yes. Bravely risked life to protect life of mother. Most unfortunate, Mr. Walsh. You are surrounded with witnesses who will convict you of burglary and murder. It is well written. Truth runs many races, but has never yet lost first prize. Keep cheer in heart, Mrs. Post. This large person makes small promise. Your son will not pay too greatly for unfortunate cooperation with Mr. Pig Welsh.
Oh, thank you, Inspector.
I should have trusted you. I'm sorry I didn't.
So, yes, his entire escape plan to bring Mr. Walsh into grass. Knew he would attempt your death to silence only witness to murder.
So that's why you had the whole escape route broadcast.
Precisely.
What made you so sure I didn't commit the murder, Inspector? I wasn't even sure myself.
By wound in right hand. Was shot by watchman. Obviously, he was alive at that moment. Then aftershot was stabbed to death. How could you stab him with injured hand?
Holy smoke, that's right.
But there's one thing I don't understand, Inspector Chan. That dreadful burglary and murder, just for a list of names.
Mr. Pig Welsh stole names of 10,000 war veterans with addresses of fame. Men about to receive large amounts of money as war bonus. Thieves and confidence men anxious to buy such names for future victims would pay $1 per name and higher for lists.
No kidding, Inspector Chan. $10,000?
Precisely.
So that's why you worked so hard, Pop, to locate Pig Walsh on that stolen list before you had a chance to sell it.
Yes. This person anxious to protect valiant veterans.
Well, maybe you did protect them, Pop, but I won that when you didn't help. I had to sacrifice my car in that crash. It won't be fixed for a month.
Ah, so to this person, demolition of son's car is not sacrifice, but benefit. And it is truly written, benefits like flowers please most when they are fresh. Before this person has further words with you, here is an answer with words of wisdom. Before saying good night, Charlie Chan like to bring to your attention ancient words of wisdom. It is cleverest thing in world to be merely happy, and happiest to be merely clever. Good night. Thank you.
Be sure to join us next week at this same time for the adventures of Charlie Chan, based on the famous character created by Earl Derr Biggers.